Hi and welcome to Indigo Starfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing a channeled message from the fairy realm. There are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Sodalite Star. Group 2 is the Agate Star. And group 3 is the Aventurine Star. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead. And up next is a close-up photo of the crystals to help you better make your selection. Hi, Group 1. Chose the Sodalite Star. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first section or can serve as additional messages for you from the fairy realm. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the Fool, 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, 5 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. It is time for you to answer that call that has been pulling strongly from inside of yourself, to take decisive action in a very precise direction that will pivot you into a timeline which carries with it many different types of blessings that fit the true needs of your soul in a way that at first might be confusing to your ego, but which will provide nourishment to quadrants of yourself that have become emaciated due to the lack of care, attention, and sustenance up to this point in time. There is a need for you to follow your internal guidance first and foremost, because people in your community and in the circumstances and environment around you are in the process of going through a different sort of metamorphosis and evolution than what involves the path you are walking in the direction you are headed upon. It is important that you not allow yourself to get sucked in to the mire and the swirling of various emotions that are coming up for others, that are being held in a place of turbulence within and are radiating and emanating out as a vibration of chaos. There is nothing that you need to unfold or unpack from deeply within yourself in this chapter, because you have already done an excellent job of paving the way to this precise point that you find yourself at in the moment. It is easy to want to lead with a state of compassion for others, to reach out and lend that helping hand or that helpful ear. But it is important that you allow individuals that you are encountering who are clearly going through some degree of distress and are in need of making healthier and better choices for themselves, to allow them to exercise free will and to open certain doors for themselves in order to walk through, thus creating the possibility of new timelines that are exclusively something which has been reached for themselves from a place of sovereignty. This is a time where it is a challenge to the giver within you to instead hold back and refrain from pouring out into any other direction than into self. It is important that you keep your energetic resources at the optimal capacity of functioning, because the path ahead is a long route for you, with many opportunities of joy to be experienced along a deeper plan and trajectory toward a greater element of wish fulfillment than you have known up to this point in time. And if you drain yourself dry, you won't have the stamina necessary to drink up every single drop of the new reasons to smile that you are gifted before too long. This is a season where you are being elevated beyond what has been the typical constraints of your emotional landscape and how that has affected the mental outlook you have had about the world and your place within it. You are being shown and being allowed to preview a layer of ascension within yourself that puts you in a leadership position to be able to be a way shower and a guide for others who are also willing to take risks in an appropriate manner to change their lives fundamentally, first and foremost by investing that energy of a desire for something more into the landscape inside of themselves in order to do some internal cleanup work that is necessary to create space and openness for seeds of new potential to grow and blossom and thrive. By you being willing to not expend too much energy looking backwards at where you came from, but instead to remain very grounded in the present and forward facing, you reiterate to the universe that you are very pleased with the idea of abundance and blessings as the climate under which you are able to enjoy your day-to-day reality. Rather than sifting through the ashes of what has fallen away from your life and wondering, is there anything salvageable that still remains? It is important that you fuel yourself completely into the idea of the manifestation and creation of something altogether new. There is an experience that is waiting for your arrival that already anticipates you will be shortly around the bend and is moving into a space of readiness in a perpetual fashion, so that timing is of the essence, but there is in fact no wrong time and no wrong day in order for you to intersect with this next key that will open many doors for you in the layers of your life and the years to come. This is a special time. This is a time where you are to be sanctified within yourself. And it's important to take pause and a moment and celebrate the reality that you are on the precipice of great change and evolution, which would have only been possible if you were willing to walk away from things that were not truly a vibrational match and resonance for you. You have done everything that you could to rise above the limits you've experienced in your past, and it is time that you forgive yourself, knowing that at least this time you know better, and it is unlikely you will repeat the same patterns which had kept you trapped unknowingly in the previous cycles of your life. It is armed with this wisdom about the nature of who you are, your tendency to perhaps move towards things at times which create a level of conflict internally and externally. By recognizing the nature of this pattern, you have allowed yourself the gift of choosing a different way forward. It is this element of choice, harnessed firmly within your grasp, that will be the mechanism by which you are able to navigate through the dark and liminal reality of stepping into a whole new world for yourself that will take time to adjust as far as how to navigate and to interact with the individuals you meet upon this next phase of your journey. You are poised for a deep level of personal satisfaction, and anything that feels lacking at this particular point in time is simply taking its sweet time in order to arrive to you at just the right moment. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else the fairy realm wants you to know at this time. Okay, and we have, I am deserving of respect, love, and happiness. I give respect, love, and happiness to. Nature loves me. Opening my heart to nature helps me feel happy and peaceful. The love within me is more powerful than doubt or fear. I am doing so well on my life journey. I am proud of myself. It is easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly. I choose to live with courage. I do not allow others to intimidate me. I stand my ground. I never give up. Forgiveness helps me to let go and move on with my life, opening up to new and loving experiences. And every day I am stronger, braver, and wiser. I live and grow in harmony with the universe. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got Q, W, Z, L, D, S, V, V, N, C, H, O, B, P, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. Chose the agate star. So I'm going to start with some tarot and use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through here in the first part, or can serve as additional messages for you from the fairy realm. And then I'll close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands, King of Swords, the Hierophant, Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment is speeding towards you at this moment, and your psychic sensitivities are so sharply tuned to the direction of that which you have been seeking deeply and with all of you for quite some time, that you are able to anticipate the gush and shiver of the world around you shifting and transforming in order to pave the path of least resistance, by which that which will provide you with deep wish fulfillment will have open and easy access to enter your world, your life, and your equation. You have been so used to carrying the burden of having to overgive yourself to situations in order to sustain and maintain circumstances that were never a proper fit. You are getting ready to experience true reciprocity with another person that starts with matters of the heart first and foremost and ripples out into all areas of your life, giving in return to you in an equitable manner that matches what it is you are pouring forth from yourself in kind. When you are in alignment with the type of love that you have been seeking, you will witness how everything within your life begins to bloom. You have done an excellent job of self-sustaining up to this point in time, taking care of your essential and your emotional needs beautifully. And it is now time for you to experience that helping hand that allows you to hoist yourself up out of a place of simply looking in the mirror and pouring all the love that you have in your heart in a singular direction in order to have another individual with which to explore and exchange the ways in which heart-centered energy can be utilized and harnessed as a force of healing, elevation, and bliss. There are many causes for celebration that are also accompanying this very first entry of something significant into your life. Do not get lost in a sense of trepidation as you can feel something looming on the horizon. These are blessings headed your way. This is not cause for concern. And an excellent use of this time should be to look deeply within yourself at the nature of the trigger which has arisen, that questions whether you are in fact aligned with a greater destiny or stuck in a loop of lack that had kept you tethered and at a distance from experiencing true reciprocity and matters which resonated deeply with you as an individual up to this point in time. You have the insight and the wisdom to know what is for you and what is not. Try not to overthink circumstances that approach you, but feel into the essence of what is presented. Even in an instant, a moment, a snap of a finger, you will be able to decipher and to discern beyond even the best of masks and caricatures whether the individual you are dealing with is trustworthy and truthful, or if you are at risk of stumbling into the same snare which had kept you in a limited stance before. You have healed and grown and evolved beyond the need to be a person who overly takes time to vet out a situation. At this particular stage in time, your intuition, that first impression, the voice within that says clearly and definitively yes or no early on in meeting new people, should be what it is that you adhere to first and foremost. This is not the time to give others the benefit of the doubt or to seek if there is something within yourself that is merely hypersensitive and feeling depictions of uneasiness in the presence of certain people, or if this is a genuine quality that is something you should be wary of and shy away from. It is important that you listen to that voice within which tells you initially, lean in deeper or run in the opposite direction. This is the way in which you will continue to move in a dynamic path and pattern towards that proper intersection where what really does serve your highest good can recognize you and meet you more than halfway. You have been through your fair share of struggles, and these have only empowered you and at the same time softened your sense of self and your ability to give and receive love profoundly. This is not a mechanism that is meant to be just expended purely on yourself as an individual. It is important that you trust that someone who comes in holds all the keys to many chambers of your heart, matches your frequency and vibration in a way that no one has before as well. Together with this individual, you have the ability to rewrite the narrative of what both of you has known, of the nature of love in its blossoming sense, and on into the future in terms of a foundation that has the ability to be created. Look towards each day with optimism, keeping an eye out for the little surprises that bring joy and a sense of childlike wonder to you. You are radiant when you smile. Never forget that this is your favorite, this is your best asset, and utilize this time to focus on all of your favorite things, because when you glow so brightly, harnessing the truth and the intensity and power of what makes you, you inside, you allow what is meant for you to find its way expediently through the energies of the darkness. Navigating on sense and inner sight alone, you would be surprised at how quickly what you have been seeking is able to find you. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else the fairy realm wants you to know at this time. Okay, and we have today I choose hope. I am thankful for many things, and my gratitude attracts abundance into my life. When I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. Even when things aren't perfect or don't seem to be working out, I choose to trust in life. I soothe away anxiety and stress by choosing to do things that help me relax. My patience is being rewarded. My turn will come. I am valuable. Many people are thankful for my presence in their lives. And I am doing so well on my life journey. I am proud of myself. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got B, F, V, Y, U, X, E, C, O, Z, A, M, D, L, U, N, and V. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Aventurine star. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and I will use these as the framework for the channeling, and then I will dive into the deeper energy surrounding that. I'm going to be channeling in the first person tense using pronouns such as I, me, you, and we. And following this initial portion of the reading, I'll get some standalone message cards that can either reinforce what comes through in the first part or serve as additional messages for you from the fairy realm. And then I will close the reading out with some initials. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords, the Lovers, King of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Chariot, and the Star. Everything is choreographed for you in a way that is deeply advantageous to building for yourself a deep sense of security and fulfillment on multiple levels by following the cues and indicators that you are given about times where it is necessary to simply stand in place, watch, observe, and listen, and clear and definitive signs that will arrive to you very soon, which encourage you to take decisive action in very precise manners. Do not hold anything of yourself back at this stage and time. It is crucial that you allow your most authentic version of you to shine forth brightly so that unanticipated opportunities also are able to gravitate towards you in a way that brings forth an element of serendipity. Right place, right time, and then you align with many things that will make your heart sing with joy. You are a leader in the sense that you have taken the initiative to lead with love in your dealings in the world. This sets you apart in many ways from the crowd, and at times there may be instances where you wonder if you are being too soft and yielding, where you should harden and sharpen yourself to fit in accordance with those you are surrounded with and what you've been exposed to up to this point in time. Please understand that that degree of certainty within self, which is the light that shines and illuminates the path forward for you, even in the darkest hours, is a quality within you that not only serves your benefit, but that others around you need to see and experience in order to be able to emulate something similar within themselves. In this way, you are the ripple effect of being that change in the world you wish to experience. There is a higher level of abundance for you that you have not yet thought about or set your sights on because it felt too unrealistic or out of reach. But you are gearing up to be very much able to climb that ladder towards success expediently and in a way that demonstrates grace and tact, that can also be an inspiration to others seeking to better their own situation in very unique and specifically choreographed ways. Nothing has been in vain. Nothing that you have lost will not be replaced by something even better. Open your heart wide and get ready to experience a flood of all kinds of emotions coming from others around you that are largely positive in nature, that bring with them a degree of appreciation, recognition, and admiration that you have never experienced up to this point in this lifetime. In conjunction with this, your subtle body is being tuned to a higher degree of frequency because you are getting ready to step into a season of your life where doors will open for you and you will enter rooms that have the ability to take you straight to the top in many ways and will do so without hesitation or questioning. You have left behind one version of yourself and a life which coincides with the level of you that no longer exists. Grieve, mourn this passing, and then move into a place where you are understanding your position in the world at this point in time, and most especially in your life. As much as it may feel like an odd process that has brought you to this particular juncture in time, everything has been with reason and has worked out perfectly. You have the ability to steer your own ship into a new direction, and you are encouraged to exercise this authority as deeply and widespread in a manner as you choose to. There is a level of balance within you that is uncanny in people in modern times, and especially in your age bracket. You carry with you both the ability to feel very deeply into the nature of things and also to sift through experiences of feeling both in this lifetime and previous lifetimes in order to unearth some kind of Akashic capital that helps to operate as the currency that garners you the respect and the attention that you have been wanting for quite some time. This is the season for you to believe in yourself utterly, to understand that for every victory you experience, you are more than just one step closer to wish fulfillment. You are miles beyond the place where you were, where things were a struggle and you were trying to be seen, heard, and received. Allow yourself to remove from you any lingering sense of melancholy about circumstances which did not work out that might have kept you second guessing or waiting. What you are getting ready to experience will help to erase the desire to look around and wonder if you could have done something better. It is important that you own both your mistakes and your victories in a way that is loud and demonstrates to others that such things are possible. You will be experiencing a wave of abundance that comes in for you that may be at first shocking, and so it is likely going to trickle in rather than being something which completely bombards you. There is a vested interest in the spiritual realms that you go from a circumstance of turning your luck upside down into a thing which works for you rather than being swept along and beholden to the currents and the tides of the situation around you. Trust your shrewd intellect, which is most especially sharp in the ways in which it helps to guide and navigate your heart space. Trust that you are in a position to help others with the knowledge that you have received within, and also the ways in which the universe will gift to you material prosperity that can be used to create a different sort of life for yourself, and also as the motivation that others need in order to reach for their goals and stop at nothing until there is progress in that very direction. So, those are your messages. Let's see what else the fairy realm wants you to know at this time. Okay, and I have confidence in myself. I'm ready for everything that life offers me. I dare to dream of wonderful things happening in my life. I soothe away anxiety and stress by choosing to do things that help me relax. The universe has something very special in store for me. The love within me is more powerful than doubt or fear. I don't compare myself to others because I am not meant to be a copy of anyone else. I was born to be me, an original, one of a kind. I am happy to be me. It's easy for me to attract all that I need into my life. I do this by relaxing and trusting that things are going to work out perfectly. And every dark night must turn into a bright new morning. So these initials can be a first, middle, or last name, or can spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got L, L, T, R, S, V, D, U, P, O, M, B, W, Q, I, G, D, V, and T. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer those through my Etsy shop, and there's a link to that in the description box of the video. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of those out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.